We sure
So,
as heck are.
so without further ado, let's get into the Imola Grand Prix cap.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one thing that the first thing that I want to talk about kind of kicked off the weekend was the Art and Senna run,
Yeah.
hosted and organized by
The
the man with
one,
the
the
legend,
only
Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel.
He's back, baby.
Good to
And
see
what
him
a joy
again.
it was.
What a joy. I like the smile was ear to ear on my
Ear
face when
to
I
ear.
saw pictures from Imola of him. I was like, it feels like daddy's home. Like daddy's
Daddy's
home.
home.
He's here to make things right. He's here to make you feel safe.
He's here with a slogan t shirt.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that he loves.
He showed up.
Slogan t shirt.
Yeah.
He
He showed
loves
up
to
with his
be,
running shoes and a matching t-shirt and he said, "I'm
and
here."
but without one very important thing, no headband.
No headband and also a new hairstyle.
And correct me if I'm wrong, and I almost don't want to say this. It feels like the plugs are not working anymore.
It just was like it was such an interesting I think the haircut I want to say it aged him, but it also made him look young. Like he looked kind of old and rugged when he had his like long curly hair with the headband. But with
Yes.
this new haircut, he looks like I'm looking for a man in finance, 6'5",
He
trust
looks
fund.
younger,
He looks like
but more mature.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of he looks like he's put together. He's a businessman.
Yeah, the long
That's what I'm
hair.
saying. Like he looks like your dad. Like he's like
Yes. Yeah.
your friend's
That's
hot dad. Like that's who he
that's me.
is.
Like long hair headband was giving that guy that like still goes to like fish shows
Yeah,
and is
100%.
like, I go to Burning Man, but I'm like 55. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that guy that's like old but very young at heart, but you're
Yeah.
like, you might want to grow up a little tiny bit. Like maybe we should get a job. But this one is now giving, I have a job, but I'm aging so gracefully that
Mhm.
I actually look younger,
Yeah.
Benjamin Button style.
Exactly.
So we're feeling good about the hair, though I do feel like maybe the plugs aren't working because the hairline did seem to be receding
It
back to
did
where
but the
back
hard part is that we don't really know because he had the curly hair and it
right.
came down in front. So it was like
You're
it
right.
kind of covered whatever was
You're
going
so
on. So
right.
I'm not sure.
You're right. Okay. Well, something else about this run that was top of mind for me, and I think everyone looking, was the photo of all the drivers. They're all wearing their yellow
They're
Art
matching
and
t-shirts.
Senna Sempre shirts, except for one driver, Max Verstappen. He said, I will not wear that gaudy yellow. It is not my color wheel, and I will not wear it. And people were very divided
Yeah, it
on the
was yeah,
internet.
it was an interesting day to be on the internet.
People were like, he's the devil's spawn. He's
Mhm.
the worst human being in the entire world that he's not wearing this t-shirt. He knows what he's doing and he's sending a bad message. And other people were like, this is kind of classic Max, that he was just like kind of unaware and just like didn't want to wear the shirt.
Well, they were
And
also
he
like,
realized it was mandatory.
who has who has it out for Max because his PR person was like, "You'll be fine, don't worry about it. No one else is gonna be wearing the shirt. You're fine." Okay. He shows up and he's like, "Well, I guess I didn't get the memo."
Yeah.
Like, not even under his jacket. Like Charles had it on under his jacket. He quickly took it off for the photo. Like nothing. No one prepped Max at all for this. I
Like,
would
did
love
his
to
just
hear.
not arrive?
Yeah.
They didn't, maybe, here's the thing, maybe they only ordered 20 of them for the 20 drivers on the grid, but Seb had one, obviously, and so that made 21.
So Max
So
was like,
Max
in
didn't
my gracious
yeah.
heart
He
of
was
hearts, I will
acting,
give you my shirt off my back. I will give you
yes,
the shirt off my back, literally.
literally. And he would
So
do that for Seb. And I think that speaks volumes for Max's character. So people that are trying to assassinate his character, think about it the other way. Think about what
I
else could have happened.
I truly don't believe Max intentionally did not wear that shirt.
No,
Like
I don't think so
I
either.
know we like rag on Max a lot on this podcast, but like I can't imagine a situation in which he did that on purpose.
No, me either.
That's just not him.
No, I don't. I truly, I don't believe that. So yeah. Also, there was it was the Yuki next to Esteban of it all as well.
I know they
Just like, who's setting up these photos? Like, did they set them up? Did someone place them? Did nobody say, "Hey, Yuke, maybe don't
scoot over
stand
a
next
little
to
bit.
Skeletor. Like, leave salad fingers over there and you go to the other side. It's like when people are like short people in the front. Like, I feel like someone should have.
Yeah,
You've got professional photographers here, and they should be doing their jobs posing these photos. And that's all I'll
absolutely.
say about
Absolutely.
that.
It was a big weekend for Max
It was.
outside of him causing turmoil on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
He, again, won.
One.
No surprises there. But he also won his e race that he was, his
Did.
24-hour virtual Le Mans race that he was also racing at while not simultaneously, but over the weekend.
He was in the car, but he was also online.
Like, talk about someone being chronically online. Max Verstappen being able
Max
to
Verstappen.
win two racing series this weekend, one that involved very little sleep. So I have to admit, he's got what it takes.
I mean, he sure does.
But he almost didn't have what it takes because Lil Landy was hot
Little
on his
Landy, a
tail.
little speed demon.
He
I
was
was, I was aghast. I was watching. So I was watching the race, and it was kind of boring for a while
90% of it was
until
like
like the last 10 laps, and then you see Lando just getting closer and closer.
it's ticking up and
I
up
was
and
like,
up.
I was like, is
I'm
this
like, oh, he's in DRS zone. Like
like is this
he's
gonna
under a
happen?
second.
I think that if the race was 2 more laps, he would have done it.
Yeah.
I believe that to my core. I believe that. But it was crazy. I was like, I mean, I just think McLaren's got to be feeling so good. And Charles had a little quickness going on there for a little bit. But I don't know. I think this was a very like
Fred.
classic. What?
It was Fred talking about Mercedes being like, yeah, they were 28 seconds behind Charles, so I guess they're getting a little closer. Gagged.
Uh,
He gagged Toto a little bit there.
like so funny. So funny. So that was Italy in a little bit of a quick but brief recap.